Imagine your 14-year-old daughter disappearing on her way home from school, and 344 days later, she suddenly appears at the doorstep, wearing the same clothes as when she disappeared, with her new, worn-out boots on her feet. Would you embrace her or question her? On July 20th, 2014, Xenia in New Hampshire, USA, faced this decision. And when the truth was revealed, everyone was shocked. It was not running away from home, but a thrilling story about survival wisdom. Wednesday, October 9th, 2013, at 2:31 p.m., the school bell rang for Kenneth High School in Conway, and 14-year-old Abby Hernandez walked out of the school with her backpack on her back. 3 days later, it was her 15th birthday, and her mother Xenia gave her a new pair of boots as a gift in advance. But these boots didn't fit her feet well, causing blisters and making her walk with a limp. Abby missed the school bus and decided to walk home. She has walked this 40-minute journey countless times, but that day, a kind stranger noticed her embarrassment. Around 3 p.m., a truck parked next to Abby. The driver rolled down the window and saw a friendly-looking young man. He noticed Abby's walking posture and asked with concern if he needed a ride. Abby hesitated for a moment. She was taught from a young age not to get into a stranger's car, but the excruciating pain in her foot made her compromise. "Just deliver it to the sandwich shop ahead," Abby said, without revealing her real address. The man smiled and nodded, but the car did not go to the sandwich shop, but turned towards a home and building materials store in the town center. As Abby unfastened her seatbelt and prepared to get off the car, the atmosphere instantly froze. The man suddenly pulled out a handgun from under his seat and aimed a black barrel at her. "If you dare to scream, if you dare to run away, I will smash your head and cut open your throat." His voice was icy cold. Abby's heart almost stopped beating. She tried to push the door and escape, but the man moved faster. He grabbed her arm and used something to press against her leg. A sharp pain came, and Abby let out a scream. "That's not a bullet, it's a stun gun." Every time she struggled, the electric shock came again until she collapsed in her seat. "Call me Matt in the future," the man said coldly, putting handcuffs and eye masks on her. The car drove about 30 miles and arrived at a trailer park in Gorham Town. Abby was dragged off the car and pushed into a red modified container. When the blindfold was taken off, she saw the appearance of hell. A completely enclosed space, metal floors, walls covered in soundproof cotton, and all doors with lockable door locks. The air was filled with a musty smell and fear. Matt, later Abby found out his name was Nathaniel Kibbe, took out an iron chain, locked her limbs to the metal railings around the mattress. He put on a golden Halloween mask, changed into a motorcycle helmet. The sound became distorted and terrifying through the helmet. "If you dare to scream or run away, I will kill you. I can cut your throat at any time." The next 72 hours will be the darkest time of Abby's life. Kibbe plays deafening heavy metal music every day to cover up her voice, gags her, repeatedly sexually assaults her. There are no windows in the room, making it difficult to distinguish between day and night. Only endless darkness, piercing music, and violence. 3 days later, Kibbe showed her a news video of her mother calling out to her at a vigil. Seeing her mother's haggard face, Abby burst into tears for the first time. Kibbe looked at her tears and gave a cruel smile. "Everyone is looking for you, but they will never find you." 2 weeks later, Kibbe gave her paper and pen, ordered her to write a letter home, falsely claimed to have voluntarily run away from home. Abby realized that this was the only chance. She wrote, "I'm fine, don't come looking for me on the surface." Secretly carved "Help, I've been kidnapped" on the back of the paper with her nails. But Kibbe discovered it. He didn't kill her, but instead took out something even more terrifying, an electric shock collar. This is a more humane way of control, like training a dog. Kibbe forcefully put the collar on Abby's neck, stared into her eyes, and pressed the button heavily. A violent electric current instantly penetrated her entire body, causing Abby to convulse and scream throughout the container. "Try screaming," Kibbe sneered and pressed the button again. Abby later recalled that it was the most painful moment she had ever experienced, even more unbearable than a stun gun, and she even felt like she would die from the pain. After the punishment, Abby was forced to write a second letter, and this time she dared not do anything else. A month later, the letter was delivered to my mother. Xenia immediately sensed something was wrong. The handwriting belonged to her daughter, but the tone was completely unfamiliar. The police have confirmed that it is Abby's DNA, but suspect that she was coerced. However, when the Minister of Justice publicly released a letter seeking clues, public opinion reversed. The internet is filled with malicious speculations. Being able to write a letter indicates freedom. It must be running away from home, wasting police resources. Abby's classmates even rumored that she left home because she was pregnant. Xenia endured double torment, but she firmly believed that her daughter had been kidnapped. In the 5th month of imprisonment, a turning point quietly emerged. Although violent, Kibbe is extremely paranoid and lonely. He enjoys chatting with Abby, discussing his beliefs, Ayn Rand's objectivism, laissez-faire, and debating whether God exists. Abby realized that this might be the only chance to survive. She began to change her strategy. When Kibbe discusses these things, she no longer remains silent, but listens attentively and raises questions. This transformation has been very beneficial for Kibbe. Gradually, he no longer wore a mask, and electric shocks and abuse decreased. He even brought books to pass the time for Abby, including a recipe book. This recipe became the key to solving the case. Abby saw the name written in capital letters on the title page, Nate Kibbe. She pretended to be curious and asked, but Kibbe's face changed suddenly, and he finally admitted that it was his name. At that moment, Abby remembered the true identity of the kidnapper. With the establishment of trust, Kibbe revealed more secrets: his address, friends, hobbies, and even plans to create counterfeit currency to retaliate against the government. Abby silently noted down every detail while being forced to assist in making counterfeit currency. Kibbe's interest in her gradually faded, and she began to go out frequently, even looking for sex workers. In July 2014, a sex worker named Lauren came to Conway Town. Kibbe invited her to meet under a pseudonym, but only chatted and confided in her. He gave Lauren a stack of $50 bills. Lauren thought it was a reward and took them to Walmart for shopping. The cashier discovered counterfeit currency and called the police to take Lauren away. Lauren angrily called Kibbe to question him, providing the police with his email, phone number, and car description. Kibbe realized that he had been exposed. He rushed back into the container and shouted at Abby, "They're coming to arrest me. It's all your fault." Abby suppressed her fear, gently comforted him, and asked what had happened. Seeing Abby's concern, Kibbe's emotions eased slightly and he made a shocking decision. "We must leave here. You come with me." He untied the iron chain for Abby, took off the electric shock collar, and handed her a black plastic bag containing something. Abby's heart is beating faster. Is this going to kill someone to silence them or relocate them? After getting on the car, she nervously stared out the window, remembering every road sign. Suddenly, she saw a road sign that read Conway Town, 5 miles ahead. Kibbe actually wants to take her back to Conway Town. The car finally stopped at the crossroads of fate on October 9, 2013, where she was kidnapped. Kibbe didn't look at her, just said coldly, "Get off the car." Abby was stunned for a few seconds, confirmed that he had not changed his mind, immediately pushed open the car door, and stumbled out. She dared not turn back and ran desperately towards home. The sound of the car starting behind gradually faded away until it disappeared. She stopped and looked up at the sky, the sunlight shining on her face. The 344-day imprisonment has finally come to an end. Wearing the missing clothes and the worn-out boots on her feet, Abby walked home step by step. Pushing open the door, my mother Xenia was on the phone, her voice tired and anxious. Abby whispered, "Mom." Xenia turned around and froze. The phone fell to the ground. A few seconds later, she screamed and rushed over, tightly embracing her daughter. "Abby, my daughter, you're finally back." But the joy of reunion was quickly replaced by fear. Facing the police, Abby trembled all over and repeatedly said, "I can't say he'll kill my family." Before releasing her, Kibbe made a final death threat. He had retrieved the gun he had handed over, and if Abby revealed his identity, he or his friends would retaliate by killing her entire family. "I'm everywhere. You can't escape." Abby's silence has once again sparked online violence. Malicious comments such as, "Really ran away from home, can't handle it anymore." Scammer flooded the air, and some even initiated petitions demanding compensation for the search costs. Abby's mental state has deteriorated and she has developed a tendency towards self-harm. Xenia accompanied her step by step, finding a psychologist for her.